I know there's probably this temptation to think that getting started right is for new coaches, but it's really not, you guys. It really is for everybody. Just to kind of revamp and remember how we hit Success Club and how it doesn't have to be something that is overwhelming. It really can be very, very simple. So I kind of want to throw it back after hearing a couple other women do this call and talk to you a little bit about when I started, because I feel like that is more like it matters more to newer coaches than my story now. So I started coaching 5 years ago, you guys. 5 whole years ago. And the reason I wanted to hit Success Club is because I wanted to make money. And I just want you to know right off the bat, if you are a new coach and you signed up because you want to make money, that's awesome. There is nothing wrong with that. You've signed up to have a job that is flexible. You've signed up to have a job that you get to be healthy and you get to get paid to do that. Like, it's such a good job. It really, really is. So because of that, I treated my work as a coach as a job right out of the gates. But I also want to be really clear, and I don't want you to miss this part, that I had a lot of fun. Okay. I didn't put all of this pressure on myself, but at the same time, I was like, I want to make money, but I don't want this to be a job I dread. Like, I get to be in charge. I don't have a boss. I'm going to do it my way. And I'm going to do it for real. I'm going to make money, but I'm going to enjoy it while I do it. So I started in June, the end of June. I didn't sign up anybody in June, but in July, I started to sign up my first people. And it took me probably 2 weeks to get my first person to sign up. And here's what I did: I was excited about what I was doing. One of the first things I did is I called my friends and my family that I was super close to. I'm talking those people like that you call while you're pooping and it's not weird. Like, those are the people I called. I didn't call like, the girl that I used to hang out sometimes from college. No, I called my best friends and like my closest family members. And I was like, well, actually, I called them before I signed up and I asked them if they thought it would be stupid. And every single one of them was super encouraging. And they said that they would sign up with me when I kind of explained what I was doing. So once I did sign up, I called them. I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. Like, I want you to do it with me, basically. And I had a couple friends sign up right away. Like, they had told me they would. Like, I sent out my first cards. They were my first people. It was amazing. Then I had some other people, you guys, my own family, like my mom and my sister, who weren't so gung ho about signing up with me. But we had a family gathering like pretty soon after that. And what I did is I was like, guys, I am working out at noon, and whoever wants to work out with me, you're going to join me downstairs and we're going to do a workout. And in that workout, I had my mom, my sister, my brother, and my sister-in-law, and we all did a workout together. And that weekend, once we left, my mom, she literally sent me a text like right after I left. And she's like, okay, I think I need those workouts too. And my mom has been one of my most faithful clients since the very beginning. And eventually my sister did sign up. It took her a whole year, you guys, a whole year. So if you have family members or friends that are hesitant, just keep showing up. My sister signed up after she had her first baby. And guess what? Now she's been one of my most faithful clients for 4 years. And it's amazing. And I still have some friends and family who haven't signed up. And that's okay too. Okay. The next thing I did is I had a section on my notes where I made a list of every single person I thought would be fun to have in a challenge group. It was as simple as that. I made a list, and I think there are about 50 people on it, and I still have the list. And every once in a while, I go back and I see which ones I've checked off. And to this day, I think I have maybe like 5 to 10-ish left on that list who haven't signed up with me, and the rest of them have. So if you've not made that list yet, even if you've been around for a while, go ahead and make that list and keep it on your notes and keep showing up. That way, those people that you love and you think would be fun to have in your challenge group can keep being inspired by you. And when they're ready, they're going to pick you. Okay. So that's pretty much what I did when I very first started. Beyond that, I went all in on 21 Day Fix. If you are a brand new coach, I need you to know that going all in on your fitness program and a nutrition program is the best thing you can do. Nobody is going to sign up with you if you're not doing the workouts and not sharing about them. Like, that was my best content too. I wasn't like spending all of this time trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to post. I didn't overthink it. I took pictures of us grilling and I posted that we were having grilled chicken for dinner. I made a like portobello mushroom burger one night and I didn't overthink what I was posting. It was like, hey, I'm trying this portobello mushroom. You think it's going to be good? Like, it wasn't this bomb content, but it was content and people could tell changes were happening in my life, because guess who had never made a portobello mushroom burger before? Me. Guess who had never posted a workout before? Me. People in my life knew I had grown up an athlete, but it was like, what, 5, 6 years after high school, I wasn't posting about that sort of stuff anymore. But they noticed because of my consistency and sharing my workouts and sharing what I was eating, that something was changing in my life. Like, I was doing something new. I was posting these things on Instagram. I was posting these things on Facebook. And here's the key: I was consistent. I didn't let 2 weeks go by and get discouraged because nobody was asking questions or nobody had signed up yet. I was like, I'm going to keep doing this and people will sign up with me. That will happen. And as soon as I finished my first program, which was 21 Day Fix, and posted my first results, that is when I feel like my business actually took off, because people were like, whoa, we've been watching her for 3 weeks and she has the results to back what she's been showing. I was shocked. I didn't even have like a lot of weight to lose or anything like that, but I lost like 11 inches and several pounds, and my body was the tone, like so toned and so lean, more than it ever had been before. If you want people to know that our programs and products work, get yourself results, you guys. That's what people are looking for. If you're showing up daily, but in the back of your mind, you're like, I'm not going all in. Like, when I'm off, I'm skipping the workouts, or I'm not giving them my all, or I'm pausing too many times. I'm taking breaks. I'm actually eating brownies every night before bed. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. Your business is kind of dependent on these results you're getting. And that doesn't mean that you have to be working towards 6-pack abs, okay? I'm not saying that at all. But for people to be like, I want that, you have to show tangible results too. It is super important, because guess what? Like, mindset is amazing, okay? My mind has changed more than my body, absolutely. But when people are first starting out, they don't even understand what that means. They need to see that you're getting physical results first, because that's probably what they're chasing. And then you get the opportunity to work with them and they're like, oh my gosh, like she does have physical results, but the way she talks about those results and the way she talks about her fitness programs and the way she talks about what she eats is different than I've ever heard before. And that's kind of when the magic starts to happen. The way you go all in your program matters a ton, okay? And if you just go all in and you share it as a new coach every single day, I promise you people are going to notice and people are going to want to do what you're doing. You don't have to know everything about the business. You don't have to have the perfect invites, because I guarantee you when you post those results and you show what you're doing, that is going to have people interested probably more than anything else. I don't know if you've seen posts like this on Facebook before. There's this girl on my Facebook right now who's selling this cellulite cream. And she posts these before and afters, like what feels like every single day, of these women who are getting rid of cellulite because of the cream. And it's like a comment below thing if you want information on this. And every single time I'm blown away by the number of women who comment that they want more information. One, I'm a little bit saddened because I doubt that works. But two, it's a reminder to me that before and after pictures are super powerful. And if you have powerful before and after pictures, and then also amazing programs and products, and you as an amazing coach behind those pictures that can work with people, how many other people you can help too. Okay, so that's some of my biggest advice as you start this journey as a new coach. Okay, now let's get into some tangible stuff. So it's the beginning of the month right now. If you have a calendar next to you, or if you have like a calendar on your computer, your phone, your planner, whatever, every single month You have to have a plan of what you're doing. If you're just inviting and you're like, come work out with me, and that's like all you ever say, come join me, come do this with me, people are going to be a little bit confused about what you're actually talking about. So every single month, you have to have a date that your challenge group is actually starting. If you are brand spanking new and you're like, I don't even know what a challenge group is, that's okay. Okay. A challenge group is just a space where we can check in with and encourage the girls that are doing fitness programs with us. It is as simple as that. You can run your challenge groups on Bod Groups, which is Beachbody's app. You can run your challenge groups on Facebook. You can run your challenge groups literally anywhere. You could do a texting group. You could do Marco Polo. If you are an in-person, local type of person, you could meet face-to-face with your challenge groups once a week in any local spot. Be creative and do it however feels best to you. As long as the people you're signing up are encouraged by you and held accountable by you and celebrated by you on a regular basis, that is all that matters. Okay, so every single month, I put my challenge group on the second or third Monday of the month. It kind of depends on the calendar, kind of depends what's going on with me. But this month specifically, I'm starting my challenge group on the 14th, which is right in the middle of the month. It is in the third week of the month. I feel like it's a great time to start a challenge group because it gives me 2 full weeks to talk about it. Okay. I said at the beginning that this business is fun, but also this business is a business, and you have to be strategic sometimes about the way you plan and give yourself enough time to market and talk about what the heck you're doing. That is why I always put my challenge group later in the month, because I want 2 full weeks to talk about it. People need to hear you talking about the date your group starts a lot of times. They need to see you talking about what program you're doing a lot of times. And 2 weeks is going to give you enough time to get the word out. But listen to me, you've got to be talking about your group every single day. And I know you're probably like, how do I talk about it every single day? Well, first of all, don't overthink it. You share the date. Share the date every single day. We start on March 14th and talk about the program you're starting. Is it a 3-week program? Is it body? Is it 30 minutes a day? Is it 20 minutes a day? How long is it? Just share the nitty-gritty details about what's going to be expected of the people that you are signing up and are going to be working with you. If you are newish here, if you would go to my Instagram today, I actually shared a live video, and this is the way I promote for my groups every single month. It's under 5 minutes, and I share it to my story every single day until my challenge group starts. It talks about what the program I'm doing is. It talks about how much it costs, and it talks about like the details of the program, like how long it is, what kind of workouts are included, those sorts of things. It doesn't matter how you share about it, as long as you share it every day. And listen, you're going to feel like a broken record. You're going to feel boring. You're going to feel like, oh my gosh, am I over talking about this? And the answer is no. You guys know. Like, think about your use on social media. You're not like watching every single person you follow like a hawk every single day. And if they do watch it every single day, great. They're going to hear about your group every single day. And maybe on the 5th or 6th day, they'll start to think about, man, I think that maybe I want to do that. But a lot of people are not watching you every single day. And if they're not, then you're going to definitely want the information about your challenge group to be in there each day. That way, when they catch your stuff, they do see it. Okay, so make sure it's in your stories each day. And then also make static posts, which just means post on your feed, regular posts about what you're doing. And again, it doesn't have to be this long drawn out thing. Like, talk about it like you're starting a fitness challenge and it's 30 minutes a day and you want people to do it with you because it's going to be fun. Like that's the best way, in my opinion, to talk about your challenge group, to just talk about the details and be super clear about what these people are going to be doing with you. Okay. So every single month, that is where I place my challenge group. And my personal goal is to get 3 to 5 people doing it with me every single month. If you are new, that should be your goal too. 3 people minimum. And if you get more than that, that is a bonus. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is the business activity tracker. I should have had it loaded before because it's going to take a second. But if you ever sit down and you're like, I don't even know what to do for work, like you see these other coaches who sit here on Zoom and you see us say we're working together and you're like, what are they even doing? Like, how do they know what to do? This is how we know what to do. Okay. It's taking a second to load. Okay. So if you sign into your coach office and then go to coach tools up here and then click daily activity tracker, that's how I got where I am. Okay. On the side, you're going to see each day of the week. And then over here, you're going to see each thing that you're going to do each day of work. Okay. So the first one, this is why I started with taking care of yourself as the first vital behavior. If you've not heard this before, these 4 sections right here, they're called our 4 vital behaviors, which just means these are things that coaches do every single day for our job. So the first thing every single day is getting your workout in. That doesn't mean it has to literally be in the morning. I did all my workouts in the evening at first, so don't think that that's like you don't have to do them in the morning. Okay, so once you click workout, you'll see over here that 10% of your work for the day is done. That's a pretty big chunk just by getting in your workout every single day. The second thing is using our products. It could be Shakeology or literally anything else. Do you eat beach bars? Do you drink Hydrate? Do you use the greens? Any Beachbody products that you're using, that's also a vital behavior because we want to be using the products that we're also selling to people. When somebody asks you about Energize and which flavor is the best, you want to have an answer to that. When somebody asks about Shakeology, you want to give your personal answer, not just what you've heard other people say and not just what you've read on the website. Like you want to try these popular products and hopefully eventually most of our products. That way you can talk to people about them. So once you click that one, you're literally 20% of the way done with work. Once you do the 2 things that are like the best things and easiest things for us to complete, which is taking care of yourself. Okay. Next tab here is connect, invite, and follow up. And I'm going to tell you, this is probably the section that people skip most. And if you are skipping this section as a coach, you are never going to see success in the business. Like it's just not going to happen. And I will tell you, as somebody who's been here for 5 years, this is the section that can easily cause you to lose your joy if you're not in the right mindset while you're doing it. So when you go in to talk to people about our products and our programs, and when you go in to invite people and make connections, just make sure you're in the headspace of like, I love what I get to do. I love these products and programs. They've helped me with my health, and I know they can help everybody else too. Just make sure you're in that right mindset, okay? First thing, initiate connections and expand your network. This just means meeting new people online. It is networking, which has been around for decades. Like a lot of other business people are doing this in person at conferences, at coffee shops, which guess what? You can do the same thing, okay? If you're out and about and you're the type of person to chat with people in person, do that. Like this doesn't just have to be an online thing. This can be your real life thing too. Tell people what you do. Have business cards, print out something on a Word document like Melissa does. I don't know if Melissa's here, but she's amazing. And I love that she does that. Talk to people about your Instagram and how you talk about health and fitness and tell them to follow you. Like they will do that if you're having a conversation with them. Like this is your business and it's okay to talk about it in real life too. Okay. But the way I usually do this is online because, well, it's easier and I can make so many more connections online than in person usually. So usually what I do is I think about kind of what's going on in my life right now when I'm connecting with people. So think about your life phase. Think about if you're traveling in the near future. Think about, did you just get a new puppy? Think about, am I pregnant? And connect with people who are in similar life phases, going through similar things as you, traveling to places you've traveled before, and connect with them. For example, we're going to the Dominican here in a few weeks. I have used this to connect already a little harder to make connections when you're traveling outside of the country, a lot easier when you're traveling somewhere like Nashville or Florida. However, you type in the place that you're about to travel and go to recent posts and start conversations with people about recommendations they have for the place you travel. I usually ask for recommendations for food and coffee because it's super easy. And guess what? Worst case scenario, they ignore me. Best case scenario, they end up following me and sign up and be a customer. But middle of the road, maybe they're going to give me the best coffee shop in town and I get to write it down and go try it. Like, that is how I make connections. I talk about things with people that I actually care about and I attach no emotion to it. Okay. This should be a fun thing. If they follow you, great. If they don't follow you, great. I've met so many friends doing this. I have had people sign up with me by doing this. And other ways to expand your network are just being present on social media, doing things like reels. My Instagram has grown a lot because of reels here in the last couple of weeks. Just be creative, be you, be authentic, and your network on Instagram and in person is going to grow. Okay. Next thing, invite at least 5 people to join a bod group or learn about coaching. I'm going to focus on the bod group part, which is just your challenge group, because I don't want you to invite to coaching until you're ready. Just going to be honest with you. If you're ready right out of the gates, that is great, but we're not going to talk about that today. So when you invite people to do your bod group, think about what you would actually say to people if you were inviting them to have coffee instead, and say that. I keep my invites so simple. I don't change my invites. I usually say something like, hey, I saw you like my post about my upcoming group. We're starting the 3-week program on March 14th. Do you want to do it with us? It is as simple as that. You don't need a paragraph. You don't need to butter them up. You don't need to catch up with them first. You need to go straight in and you need to invite them. Okay. I want to be very clear though. Connections and invites are very different. Connections are your first touch point with people. And it is very weird to invite somebody who doesn't follow you, who's not engaging with your stuff, and who you've never talked with before. That is weird, and they are going to say no. Okay. You invite people that have been engaging with your content. You invite people who are already watching your stories. You invite people who are voting on polls, who are liking posts, who are in your inbox already, who you know in real life. The next one is follow up with people you've invited. Again, I do this monthly. If you're new, like brand new, you're not going to have these people yet. But these are people who said no in the past, but had interest, or people who at the beginning of the month were like, yeah, I really want to do that. My paycheck comes in 2 weeks. Like I'll do it then. So you follow up and say, hey, I know we chatted about this before. Is this something you're still interested in? 4th one is social media posts showing your healthy lifestyle. That one's obvious. Post your workouts, post what you're eating, talk about what you're learning. Update Instagram, Facebook stories throughout the day. Make sure you're including stuff about your real life too. I'm telling you, people are going to talk to you more about those things than your workouts or your meal plans. I've been posting about this cold brew coffee picture that I got, and that's the kind of stuff people want to talk to you about. Okay, that's how you're going to initiate new connections too. And those conversations matter just as much as conversations about your challenge group. Like, you're getting to know people. People are starting to build trust in you when you have conversations that also have nothing to do with health and fitness or your groups. And then the last one is just respond to people. It is a social media app for a reason. You're responding to people, answering questions, making sure that you're actually being social on the apps that you're on. Okay, we click all those. 59% done with our work for the day. Next one, getting people results. This just means helping the women that you've signed up, or men, get results, stay consistent, be encouraged, and celebrate their victories. That's really it. And you can do this however you want. Like I said, your challenge group can be held anywhere that you want it to. And this is all about just helping the people, serving the people that signed up with you. This business is different than other businesses because we're not just pushing products. We are helping people. We are serving people. We are showing up for people. And actually, your work begins after you sell the challenge pack. That's just like the first tip of the iceberg. After that is when you actually get to help them. And that's the fun part, because you get to help them see results and maybe have a healthy lifestyle for the first time ever. So We click all those. We are 99% done with our work for the day. And the last thing you're going to do each day is personal development. This is you growing on the inside too. Yes, you're doing your workouts. Yes, you're taking care of your physical health, but what's it going to look like for you to also take care of your mental, emotional, and social health? Is it making sure that you're reading your Bible each morning? Is it making sure you're catching the national wake up call? Is it making sure that you are watching team calls live or watching recordings? Maybe it's Googling help for social media. You know what? Reading an article about social media is professional development. It is. If you're struggling with reels, watching a YouTube video on how to create a reel, that is professional development. A leadership book, it can literally be anything as long as it's something you're learning for your business or growing internally as a person. That's all this one is. I also know this one's really easy to skip, but don't do it. Stack habits if you need to. Listen to your personal development while you get ready in the morning. Listen to personal development in the car. Listen to it when you do the chore you hate, like laundry or dishes. Don't skip it. You can fit it into your day. You really can. And when you click that, all of your daily activities are done for the day. There should never be a time when you are like, I don't know what to do today. It's the same every day. Those are the things you do. And I promise you, if you do them consistently, you are going to see success in the business. And if you're doing them and you're like, I'm not seeing success, you need to ask your mentor for help. Okay. We want to see you see success, and you can. Like I said at the beginning, it is a business. Yes, you're going to make money. Yes, but make sure you have fun doing it too.